aren't we meant to be in nature? That's the question that I get when I'm here. I mean, I experienced one of the best parts of my memory when I was in nature. It was back when I was in Italy with school and I was sleeping in a tent outside in front of a big mountain, doing things outside every day, all day, for I believe 16 days in a row. This is when I had the time of my life. And maybe also because it was with other people, yes. But why did I like that? Why did I like being outside with other people that much? Because I think I did. I think I really enjoyed that back then. Well, it depended on who I was with outside. But I've always enjoyed activities, doing things, especially sports. And most sports are with other people. But I think also back then, really the desire within me to belong to whatever it was, to groups, to have friends, to be with people. And I think I felt that back then. So I don't think it was that much about nature. What I do think though about nature, I was sleeping really well in the tent back then. That's what I remember. And I was enjoying it. So is nature all there is? Maybe that's the question. Maybe everything is nature. Even the things we create, for us they are all part of nature. And at some point I expect they will not be there anymore. Maybe replaced, maybe just gone. This is why getting attached to stuff, it just doesn't make sense. To these shoes, like getting attached to them, knowing that they will disappear, that I will disappear, should give me enough reality to not feel attached. But it is not enough, for I still care and shop online and buy stuff and this is fine, buying stuff, but then I do see myself getting attached to stuff. Recently, for example, with my socks, I have really nice socks. As you can hear already by that, I was enjoying them. I had great socks and they look good, and now they disappeared. 3 pairs gone. It's nowhere to be found. And I noticed myself that I was attached to them. I like them a lot. It's hard to buy them, find them somewhere. And this made me realize that it really goes unnoticed. It really all goes so unnoticed. Your mind just does it. It just attaches to stuff. And I do not say that by well, then I just have to accept it. Because that's not what I'm saying. I do question though if there's not a, well, I would say more efficient approach or way to recognize it. Because every time when well, it's not all the time, but for at least when I'm aware, it's my decision to then become attached or not. And then it's up to me. Then it's about what I want. And when it is about what I want, well, then it's just about changing that or just seeing what you really want. But when it's not my decision, then I wonder if there's a more effective way, instead of thinking all the time about it. Instead just, well, very passively just recognizing it each time. What is the most effective way to detect? Well, I think, where does it start? I think it starts possibly with the idea that it even matters in the first place, that these shoes, that they matter for as they look good. And so they look good, alright. So that's a part of it, and that's part of the ego, I guess. Me wanting to look good, to maintain my image that other people perceive. But then there's also the part of now having to buy new socks, which costs money, and that is important. That I now have to spend more money, and that money is important. And therefore, I feel probably, well, I felt a small slide of pain. 3 socks that are quite expensive that disappeared. So in this already, there's the importance of the self-image, and then also the importance of money, and then just the reality that it doesn't matter, by knowing that death is inevitable, then that seems not enough. So then what is something that would be enough? Seems a returning topic. Do I have to question that every time to find it? I'm not sure. I think it could it possibly be that if I really understood I will die, I know I will, but I do not feel it, and that is true. I do not feel that right now, but some moments I have, but that's very rare, those moments where I really feel it. And they are more about fear than actually the realization that I will. So those moments are extremely rare. So that almost implies that right now I don't really feel that is real, that it is reality. And because I don't feel it is the reality, then basically my reality is distorted. And therefore I do think that the other things matter, for that is my reality. I think there's a lot of truth in that I do not really realize I will die, and therefore have all this attachment and all this importance to stuff. For example, if I drop this camera right now, then I feel pain because it's broken, it doesn't work anymore. I lose money, maybe also even the important files on this camera, whatever it is. But if I really realized that I will die, then would I feel that? Would I really feel that? Would I keep feeling pain? If I really realized that nothing can be important. I do think there's a lot there that I have to discover in order to, I'm not sure. It seems such a difficult thing. And I think my mind is speaking there. It just loves saying the word difficult, for it loves to just get back to the easy stuff and cope with it. Let's not do that. Let's not listen to the mind. Talk soon.